Hello and welcome to another edition of the Timeslot. This time I'll be taking a look at the Longines Legend Diver. The Legend Diver is part of Longines' heritage collection and in that respect is unashamedly retro in style. But then why shouldn't it be? With 182 years of experience and having created some of the world's most iconic watches, it's only natural that the company should want to draw on this expertise. In the 1960s, the Longines collection at the time included a watch very similar to this model. The main visual difference between them is that the modern version has a date feature at the 3 o'clock position. Now, we can argue the necessity of a date window on a diving watch, but personally I think it's a nice touch and I don't see it distracting from the overall look. At 42mm, the same as the original version, the Longines Legend Diver is a good size and will fit all but the largest of wrists. Though the original must have looked and felt huge in the 1960s when a diameter of 30 to 38mm was the norm. One major difference between the vintage version and this one is the price. Online, the vintage version may cost you around $8,000. This modern version is about a quarter of that. The key to a successful reissue of a heritage piece is not just reproducing the look, but getting the materials right. I spoke recently in one of my Time Shop Minute videos about the importance of a good strap. Longines calls this simply a synthetic strap, and at first glance things aren't too promising. The outside has a textured finish which might potentially be rough during wear, but looks are very deceiving. Although the material is stiff straight out of the box, it wears in quickly, and rather than being rough, the inside of the strap has a moleskin finish which is very comfortable. The case has two crowns, both screw down to preserve the waterproof quality of the case. The main one at 4 o'clock has 3 positions. One unscrewed, you can manually wind the watch. The first click allows you to change the date, and the second click allows you to change the hours and minutes. The second crown moves the internal dive bezel. The action is very smooth, easy to locate and bi-directional. The triangular indicator is coated in superluminova for extra visibility in murky situations. The lacquered dial is a beautiful rendition. The hour and minute markers have been rendered in a nice yellowy off-white, which gives it an age look. The hours all have superluminova dots at the top, and the hands have been filled with the same material, so there's no excuse not to be able to tell the time in the dark. The final touch to the retro look is the glass. In the modern version, it's made from sapphire crystal, whereas 50 years ago it would have been plastic. But my favourite detail is that the crystal is highly stepped with a pronounced rise above the level of the case. And it's this level of detail that I really like about Longines watches. They didn't have to do that, but they still did. To provide the 30 atmospheres of water resistance, the watch has a compressor back that needs a special 12-sided tool to open. It's a shame not to be able to see the movement, but that's the price we pay for a high level of water resistance. I would just like to take a couple of seconds for a special mention about the buckle. It doesn't have any great secret technology or exotic material, but what it does have is style. Quite Art Deco in theme, it of course has the winged hourglass Longines logo, but what really sets it off is the diagonal crossed-hatched background, another stylish little touch. Overall, you get a lot of watch for your money. Comfortable, easy to wear and nicely stylish with some quality touches. Another great Longines watch. This is the Timeslot. I'm Ian Ellery.